Welcome to the FAQ video, which I'm going to try to answer some questions about my lengthy absence that people may have and may not write in the comments section, or maybe no one really cares, but I'll just have them in here in case anyone wants to hear about them. I'm assuming the number one question is going to be why I haven't made a video in like 3 or 4 months. Also, why the aesthetic change, why the change in logo, change in name. I think those are probably the two main questions. Probably other questions like why you so damn sexy. Anyways, let's start with why I've been gone for so long. And it has to do with the logo change. So why don't we do that one first, actually. Why did I change the aesthetic of all my videos? Well, when I first got started in YouTube, I didn't know what to call my channel. So I just picked the internet moniker that I've used for like the last 10 years of my life, which is SDub. What is going on, guys? SDub back. Which, if you didn't figure it out, is my first name, Scott, the S, and Dub is the W in Walter put together, SDub. So that's how that name came to be. I've never really particularly liked this. I'm pretty particular about my names, so I don't know why I just picked this name and rolled with it. It's very unlike me to not be super pedantic about how I name things and how I, organize things and how I, choose like my art direction. So I like to merge my interests. Very clearly, making videos and painting miniatures is a merger of my interests. But another merger of my interests would be to make the aesthetic around what I find interesting. I like metal music. I like horror movies. I like, heavy, dark things. So changing the aesthetic of my channel to kind of to meet that tempo of my life is cool. And so the name Miniac is heavier sounding. It's a wombo, which is a word combo, which is a wombo in and of itself. You could get it? It's the word combination of the word miniature and maniac put together, which describes me. I'm a miniature maniac. Who else sits in their basement and talks to a camera about frickin' miniatures? No one. So that aesthetic change, and also the new logo, which is some devil horns with paintbrushes going through it, tattoo pending, is all a heavier aesthetic, and it looks cooler to me, and it looks more in keeping with what I had in mind originally for my YouTube channel. Now, why was I gone for so long? I lost all the assets from my YouTube channel due to a hard drive failure. I lost transitions, artwork that I made, end caps, the intro that I made, and everything was gone, and that was a big bummer, and that made me not want to make videos. At the very least, I didn't want to do anything until I had a more reliable backup solution, which I have now. I have a network attached storage device that I use for archival of my stuff, so I don't lose it all if that were to happen. So that was a bummer, but I took that opportunity as the time to change all the art over in my channel to something else, which is what I just described, the Miniac stuff. Finding someone to make the logo, which was the very first thing that I needed done to finish everything else, like the intro trailer, the title sequences, all that stuff. The first thing I needed was a logo. I decided to outsource it to someone with better illustrative skills than me. I started with my sister, who is a good illustrator, and she got me a good base drawing for what I wanted that I could take to other artists and be like, this is what I want, and I want you to impart your style on it. And so I went to 3 artists, and 2 of them, either due to time constraints, weren't able to do the drawing for me. But I had to wait for them to get to that point. So that took a long time to wait for people to say, okay, I can't do this because of time constraints. So on the 3rd artist, I was able to get someone to actually do it. And his Instagram is in the description below. That's how I contacted him, but he drew it up for me. And then once I had the logo, then I could go about building everything else. I could build the table in the background, put the logo on it, make an intro sequence of it, use that intro sequence in videos, and really start pumping out new content for the channel now that I have all my art under wraps. So that was what was taking so long, was just getting that logo hammered down, and getting it so I could move everything else forward. So now we're at a place where I'm no longer kind of slowed down by anyone else, and it's just me who's making stuff. So now we're there. We're in a good spot. So new things that I'm doing now that we've come back. I'm streaming every single weekday from 5 a.m. CST to 7 a.m. CST, and then randomly in the evenings and on the weekend as well. Whenever I paint, I'm gonna be streaming essentially. That sounds kind of early, but that's just because I want to get my painting in, and that's when I paint. That's why I painted before I streamed. I was painting in the morning, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So if you like to wake up early, if you're already at work, or if you're in Europe, check out my stream. It's in the description below. It's also in the banner of my channel. The Twitch name is Miniac _. So come check out me doing all my miniature projects on Twitch. Those are all the questions that I think people are gonna have. If you have any more, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them. I'll answer every single question because I have literally no life. More importantly though, than answering questions and talking about YouTube and about some random guy on the internet who doesn't matter that much, don't forget to subscribe or die and paint more minis.